Voting has begun on a historic $2 trillion bill that is intended to provide economic relief to individuals and businesses who have been hurt by the coronavirus pandemic. The final text of this coronavirus spending bill has not yet been released, and at the time of this taping, the bill hasn't even passed. But we're keeping a close eye on it, and I wanted to make this video to provide you with a summarized rundown of all that this bill is supposed to include to help us all. With $2 trillion, there's a lot in the bill. So here we go. Number one, individuals making up to $75,000 a year should receive checks for $1,200, and couples making up to $150,000 should receive checks of $2,400 with an additional $500 per child. The payments would decrease for those who make more than $75,000 with an income cap of $99,000 for individuals or $198,000 for couples. It's believed that these checks are not going to be taxable because they may be qualified as disaster relief payments. Number two, the bill would increase the maximum state unemployment benefit by $600 per week for up to 4 months. Unemployment benefits would also be extended to those who typically do not qualify. Those nearing the end of their unemployment timetable could have that period extended by 13 weeks. Number three, the bill intends to give roughly $350 billion towards loans for small businesses. I love this section. My favorite part is that companies with fewer than 500 employees could be eligible for up to $10 million in forgivable small business loans to allow them to keep paying their employees. Small businesses that maintain payroll would be eligible for assistance for costs such as mortgage interest, rent, and utilities as well. We're staying on top of this aspect of the bill, and we will be helping business owners who need to take advantage of these forgivable loans. Number four, this bill is expected to provide $500 billion in assistance for corporations such as airline companies that have been hurt by the coronavirus outbreak. Number five, the bill would give more than $100 billion in assistance to hospitals, and funding would also be provided for the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and other healthcare-related programs. Number six, the bill is expected to provide $562 million for the Small Business Administration Disaster Loans Program to offer loans to businesses hit, and $1.5 billion to the Economic Development Administration to support grants for states and local communities. Number seven, a tax credit for some small businesses could be offered for 50% of wages that were paid to employees during the coronavirus. Number eight, hospitals that treat coronavirus patients by 20% can request accelerated payments from Medicare. Number nine, the bill expands access to telehealth. Number 10, the bill lifts the Medicare Sequester, which would have cut Medicare payments by 2%, and it also eliminates Medicare Part B cost sharing for coronavirus vaccines. Number 11, the bill provides permanent liability protection for manufacturers of personal respiratory protective equipment, such as masks and respirators, in the event of a public health emergency. This is to incentivize production and incentivize distribution. Number 12, the bill directs the national academies to study supply chain shortages of equipment like masks and ventilators. Number 13, this bill includes $1.3 billion in additional funding for community health centers. Number 14, the bill allows students to defer loan payments for 6 months and keep Pell grants. Number 15, the bill allows federal testing rules to be waived for kindergarten through 12th grade students. Number 16, the bill provides $150 billion for hospitals and medical centers to handle the surging caseloads. Number 17, the bill gives more than $25 billion to food stamps and other food assistance programs, and $9.5 billion to the Department of Agriculture to support agriculture producers during this time. Number 19, the bill gives $10.5 billion to the Department of Defense including $1.5 billion for deployments of the National Guard and $1 billion for the Defense Production Act to help the fast-track production of needed medical supplies to combat the coronavirus. Number 19, the bill provides $5 billion for the Community Development Block Grant to rapidly respond to COVID-19 and the economies and housing impacts that have been caused by it. Number 20, the bill includes $45 billion for FEMA Disaster Relief Fund and another $4.3 billion for the Centers for Disease Control. Number 21, the bill includes $11 billion for vaccines, therapeutics, diagnostics, and other medical needs, which will be spread among several agencies to help discover a cure and treatment options for this virus. Number 22, the bill gives $400 million to help states as they prepare for elections amid the virus. Number 23, the bill includes $45 billion in disaster fund relief for the immediate needs of state, local, tribal, and territorial governments. And then they get another $31 billion to help states keep schools and colleges open and operating online. Number 24, the bill gives $3 billion to help more than 4.5 million low-income households in HUD-assisted housing to help them avoid eviction. And number 25, the last point I have, the bill includes $10 billion to be dispersed to airports by the Federal Aviation Administration and another $25 billion for local bus and rail systems and $1 billion to help Amtrak offset its losses. And guess what? That's 25 points, and that's not even the complete bill. I'll provide more information as soon as the final version of the bill is released and our team at Polston Tax can review it further. We'll be helping business owners take advantage of this new legislation in the weeks to come, and we'll be making sure they're doing things the right way now to maximize the financial assistance that the government is offering to them. At Polston Tax, we have navigated government regulations for over 20 years, and we would love to speak with you about how this legislation could benefit your business. Please text or call us toll-free at 1-844-841-9857 for your no-risk free consultation. Finally, if you liked this video or found it helpful, please like, share, and comment below to help get the word out.